is so petty.
How petty is he?
He couldn't get Carter B, so he got AzeaLia.
That was very anti-black.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright? Maybe to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, AzeaLia Banks is facing a lot of backlash after she went on social media to troll dcyoungfly during his time of grieving after he lost a mother to his 3 children. We found out recently that dcyoungfly's girlfriend and children's mother, Miss Jackie O, lost her life after receiving a cosmetic surgery procedure called Mommy Makeover. She flew to Miami to get the work done by Dr. Zachary Oka, and reports say that she was found unresponsive in a hotel room and was pronounced dead after being rushed to the hospital. She was only 32 years old and leaves behind 3 children with dcyoungfly. Now, there still has been no word from comedian dcyoungfly himself, but a bunch of close celebrity friends will go on to send their condolences to DC and their family via social media. That is, everyone except for AzeaLia Banks. While DC and his close friends of the two are grieving over the sudden loss, AzeaLia Banks would take to Instagram to share her lack of care towards the death of DC's girlfriend, which seemed to have stemmed from an incident where DC made AzeaLia cry over insults and comedic slander. So AzeaLia would take to her Instagram story to let the world know how she feels, and in the first slide she says, quote, "Damn, dcyoungfly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. Say what you want about my tears, they were pure tears of rage and not at all a sign of weakness, because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried and moved on. That Jackie O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself. And the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as AzeaLia Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laugh." Now, here's the problem I got with that, right? First and foremost, dcyoungfly didn't only clown women. You know, he clowned everybody. Women, girls, boys, dogs, cats. He clowned everybody, man. And he isn't the first or last person to do what he did. And then cut the race card. Alright? It's not about black, white, or none of that. You know, it's just ignorant for her trying to pull that stunt and use that race card. Not only are they both black, but black people laugh because it was a comedic television show, and that's what people do during comedy. It wasn't only black people in the crowd laughing either, but it seems like she's targeting black people for laughing as if they weren't supposed to laugh because the jokes were made towards her, who is a black woman. But comedy has no race. If it's funny, it's funny. And I'm sure she knew that before agreeing to come to the show. So let's not make this about race. She just couldn't take the jokes that was being dished out. But once again, it was just jokes. And I'm sure she was aware of the style of the show before agreeing to go up there. If not, then shame on her for not doing the proper research before going. I'm not sure if she was a contestant or whatever the case may be, but I know she was on the show, and y'all know anybody that's on that show, they catch stray bullets all the time. You know, these guys make jokes about everybody, you know, including Nick Cannon and his wife, who has nothing to do with the show all the time. All right, now let's move on. In the second slide, she followed up with the last slide by saying, quote, "And ironically, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023 in Miami, Florida. You N-words are going to learn to stop effing with me." Now, we do know that AzeaLia Banks practices witchcraft, as she had no problem making that known in the past, as well as made satanic comments and shared her views on not having a problem with Satanism. Now, here she's making it seem as if the death date of Miss Jackie O and her age all align with AzeaLia herself. And she could just be bluffing, right? However, we can't act like these things aren't real, but that'll never be confirmed because it just, it's something that you can't confirm. Now in the next slide, she's detailing what happened the time she was on the show, and she said, quote, "I don't think anyone gets how much the press from that episode derailed the success of Anna Wintour. I came to sing my song and go home, and only at the request of my label. Then the stupid B-word queens on stage behind me basically making a mockery of its being a GAY song, fake voguing behind me in their do-rags like they aren't all raging H-sexual." Then in the next slide, she says, quote, "That thorn in my side is finally out. No way in hell I was blessed with this many gifts, this much talent and beauty to be a cultural punching bag for a cast of peons who wouldn't have a pot to piss in if they didn't have the court of social media addicts to gesture for. I do this in real life, D liquors, ha ha, ah shay." Now, she said that that's a thorn in her side, right? If that little thing was a thorn in her side, I don't think that she's prepared for life in itself. There's going to be a lot going on that's going to be probably worse than the jokes made by dcyoungfly. So if that's a thorn in your side and it's been a thorn in your side for years, then you stand no chance at life. And her saying "ashe" at the end of a statement where she's trolling someone while they're grieving is totally blasphemy. But on another note, she sounded like she held a grudge on her back and chip on her shoulder since that episode with dcyoungfly. And it's cool. But to go and troll someone while they're grieving, all the while making it seem like you're the reason behind the destruction, isn't the way to go. To say "ashe," once again, is blasphemy. Not to mention, wishing and laughing about other people's death and wishing death on someone could definitely impact you in the process. But if you know, then you know. Keep in mind that Miss Jackie O had nothing to do with her and dcyoungfly's little controversy. So to do that to a person after they passed away that had nothing to do with anything is pretty low. And to be honest with you, I don't even think that maybe dcyoungfly felt that she felt that way about the whole situation. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but she's making it seem like this man literally did something bad to her. Like he done put hands on her, got her beat up, or whatever the case may be, to scoop that low. But that's what AzeaLia Banks been known to do. I don't know why she's still even relevant, but she seemed to keep herself in the mix by doing controversial things such as this. And it keeps people talking. This is the era of social media, so anybody's going to gravitate to anything, whether it's positive or negative, but it seems like negativity spreads faster than positivity these days. Now, once again, like I said, you would have sworn dcyoungfly put hands on her or something, but no, she's reacting like this all over jokes that was made on the show that she knew is based around comedy, comedians, and jokes. So what do you expect, man? Like I said, at the end of the day, she went on that show Wild Out. Y'all know what they do there. And I don't think it's that much big of a deal. I don't know, some people may feel different, but that's why y'all gotta get in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. I personally don't ever think it's a right time to diss the dead or troll the dead or diss or troll somebody that's grieving. But like I said, everybody thinks differently, so I want y'all to let me know, do y'all think that she was right for what she did? Or maybe she's going over the board and she was just overreacting? Y'all let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.